Another thing too, man. I'm tired of being somebody's puppet. My whole entire life, man, I've been poor. Never really had shit. And my whole entire life, man, other men have always tried to take things from me, man. You know, when you are poor, it's easy to be victimized by other men. When social media started, the dudes who created social media was victimizing a lot of dudes out here. A lot of dudes are having problems in the dating world because of other men. Men who are internet inventors, creating dating apps and stuff like that. That made life and dating a lot harder. You know, and what I mean by being victimized by other men can fire you, other men can harass you on the job. Other men can take your girl from you. I mean, it happens to like successful men too, but it'd be less likely of that happening when you're successful as a man. No, not just any man can come and take your girlfriend or from you or wife from you, you know. But when you are poor and you have less looks, it's easy for Chad or Tyrone to come along and take your girlfriend from you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, you can be fired by other men in the workplace, hated on by other men in the workplace. You're always going to be filling out applications, always looking for a job. You know what I'm saying? Always begging for a job, kissing the ass to keep a job. You know what I'm saying? It's going to keep on going like that until you find some type of success in your life where money is coming in and you're the boss. Okay? This will never stop until you change things. Until I change things. You know, our whole entire lives, man, we've been told what to do in workplaces and stuff. Just being powerless. Dating women, you know, like dating women that only your looks can attract. You know what I mean? So, I mean, your whole entire life, man, you're gonna be dating down. You know, not even your looks match. You know what I'm saying? Not even your looks match. It's like you're gonna be dating down. It's like until you become great at what you do, you will suffer in this system. Because, like I said before, when I see a lot of rich, successful men out there, they got the biggest smiles on their goddamn face. Compared to the guy that's like doing DoorDash or the guy that works at a fast food restaurant. You know what I'm saying? This guy is miserable. His fat girlfriend comes to pick him up. You know what I'm saying? Fucking fucking car dragging because the girl's so goddamn fat. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to live like that, man, for the rest of my life. Just being poor, and we all poor. Everybody who got a job, all you guys who have a job, you're poor. Even if you're making 100,000 a year, you're poor, man. That's poor. You got a boss that's over you. You know, I just want to feel what it's like to be free before I pass on to the next life. I want to feel that freedom, of where I don't have to wake up in the morning and punch a clock. You know, like I said before, you have somebody standing over you, telling you what girls you're going to date, what car you're going to drive, and what lifestyle you're gonna live. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's society for you, man. And there's other men is making it a lot harder. It's not the women, man. Don't blame the women. The men are making it a lot harder out here in the world and in the dating world. You know what I'm saying? You know, every time I get a job, there's always somebody trying to fire me, man. You know what I mean? And I'm going to always have to worry about that until I become a success in my music career. You know, until I get a hit up under my head or under my belt, I will always struggle in the dating market and always worry about getting fired from a job. And it still happens to this day. It still happens to this day. Somebody's always being malicious toward me. You know, always trying to, get me fired so I won't be able to save money to make my dreams come true. Always trying to fucking manipulate, you know, always trying to fucking you know, um, sabotage my way of life, you know. And if you got that Diddy money or that Michael Jordan money, you know, people can't do harm to you as easy anyway, financially, you know, as long as you make the right moves, you invest your money right, you don't have to worry about going to go punch in the clock, being a slave, a modern day slave. And it's going to continue until you become a success in life, man. See, the thing is, in school, man, they don't teach you how to be multimillionaires and be a success in life. They teach you how to work for somebody else. I don't care if you're making $200,000 a year, $300,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? You're still a slave, working for somebody else, depending on another human being to give you a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? You still have a boss. You're not independent. You know. So, gotta work your way out of that shit, man. Gotta work your way out of that shit and see an opportunity and take it. Look for opportunities. Remember I made that video, or I uploaded that video about creating your own luck. You create your own luck by getting out there and stumbling upon the luck. It's like finding a dollar on the ground. You got to stumble upon it, but the only way you can find that fucking dollar, you got to get out and walk around, man. Eventually you'll find something on the ground, some type of money. We always find dollars or we find quarters and stuff on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you call luck. But I don't want to be always afraid that I'm going to lose a job all the time throughout my whole entire life, throughout the remainder of my life. I'd rather suffer with the discipline and not do anything but stacking bread and just waiting to get all my music equipment, you know what I'm saying? And go in the studio, do some work, finally get out of that fucking shadow, that, I'm afraid shadow always, you know what I mean? Like all my whole entire life, I'm always looking for jobs. Like every few years, I'm always looking for another job. You know what I'm saying? I want to put that to rest, for a change. You know what I'm saying? Where I could wake up like 5 years from now, I'm still eating off my songs I made, you know, you know, a couple of years ago or something like that, or 10 years from now, I'm 50 years old and I'm still eating off the food, off the songs that I made when I was like 42 or 43 years old. 8 years later, I'm still, eating. Because, I see some of these like R&B guys, right? Kevin Edmonds, Babyface, they still performing around the U.S., still eating off the the um the songs that they made in the 80s and 90s. Okay, they still eating off of it. They ain't got a boss. What's his name? Young MC, the old, was it Busta Move when he came out with that song? To this day he still don't have a boss. He came out with that song, just that one song, right? He still doesn't have a boss because of that song. He said that in an interview. He said, "Man, I haven't had a boss since I came out with that song. I'm still eating off that song." He's still eating off of it because he invested his time and money, lucked up on a song. It was luck for him. That was luck, and that's what I say. You put in the work, you're running to the luck. You know what I'm saying? You're running to the luck. Anyway, I made this video. I just wanted to make a quick video. You guys have a good night. Subscribe, like, share, comment. I'm out.